Jake, I want to pivot to a different story here because we're learning about some firings at the FBI. Who exactly was affected?
That's right. There is a new wave of firings across the FBI today. At least the most high-profile name that we know right now is Brian Driscoll, who is briefly the acting FBI director, while Kash Patel, who's currently in charge now, was awaiting Senate confirmation. Driscoll, importantly, was the FBI agent, obviously at the top of that organization for a very short period of time, who slowed down and tried to stop the Trump administration's move to gather information on the agents who worked on the Trump investigations and also January 6th. That is hundreds of agents that the Trump administration eventually did get a list of, but Driscoll was the one who slowed it down and tried to push back against that. There are two other agents that we know who have been let go. All of them have worked on January 6th or investigations related to President Trump in some form or another.
Now, speaking of January 6th, the Justice Department has hired a man who was charged with illegally trespassing during the January 6th Capitol insurrection. That person's being hired as a senior advisor. So can you tell us who Jared Wise is and how the department is justifying this hiring move?
That's right. We had heard a couple of weeks ago and reported that he had joined the Department of Justice, but today the Department of Justice did answer a request for comment in which they told us that he is a valued member of the Department of Justice and they appreciate his contributions to their team. He's a former FBI supervisory agent who was on the Capitol that day, and according to charging documents, he had yelled at police officers who were guarding the Capitol and trying to stop the Capitol rioters from entering the Capitol while lawmakers were still on the Hill, that they were Nazis and Gestapo. In addition to a number of expletives that he was yelling at police, he also chanted repeatedly, "Kill them, kill them." This is certainly a big step for the Department of Justice to be hiring somebody like this, but notably, this man was about to have his trial wrapped up when President Trump issued that wide-ranging, sweeping pardon that forgave everybody and commuted ended sentences, pardoned people who had already been convicted for their role on January 6, 2021 and the attack on the Capitol.
Almost seems like he's getting rewarded there. Wow. Jake Rosen, thank you so much for your reporting.